Hey guys, it's the Dude 2, and continuing through the Joseki Compass book from by Bigtopia, available on Yellow Mountain Imports. This is probably the Joseki I play second most in almost all my games. It's the it's a 3/3 invasion Joseki, but it's also a star point Joseki. It's a common response to being pincered when you approach a star point, as you'll see in a second. Let's jump right into it. Let me see if I can get this camera so that it looks good. And a little more. Zoom in. A little more of a bend. More. Let's see. How's that? Zoom out a little. Beautiful. Alright. So, the joseki I'm talking about is when you do your approach, and black does a pincer here. White has the option of jumping in the corner, and then black is going to separate. White plays up. Black plays up. White plays under. Black plays. White fixes. Black fixes. White jumps. This is the joseki we're going to talk about. It's very common, and there's a surprisingly large amount of information that this Joseki Compass book gets me that I didn't know. So if it helped me learn some new stuff, hopefully it'll help you guys learn some new stuff too. So let's see exactly what's going on here. We'll go over it real briefly according to what's going on. So this is a 1-space low pincer. This would be a 2-space low pincer. This would be a 3-space low pincer. And for high pincers, this would be a 1-space high, 2-space high, 3-space high. They all use, there's different variations for each. But what makes it, why this isn't a pincer is this is an attachment. And anything that prevents your opponent from making a base, see this is too far, would be not considered a pincer. So even though this is here, you're automatically strengthening black, so it still counts as being a pincer. So what you're doing is you're putting a lot of pressure on the stone. And really at this point it doesn't have very many options. It could run out, or it could try to get something in the corner. In this case he chooses the corner. Now what black is doing now is he's keeping the stone separated. White is pushing ahead, and then black is preventing that. We'll go over why black doesn't want to do this in this instance, why that is a mistake, just like a mistake. White goes under. He's attempting to, he's reinforcing these stones, and he's also threatening to connect, which black does not want, so he answers. Now white has a weakness here. White's going to fix this weakness. Now black has a weakness here, right? He doesn't want white to do anything like that. So black fixes his weakness. And white jumps out, because if he doesn't jump out, black could just keep pushing, and he'll be pushing from behind. So white's going to jump out ahead like this. And this ends the joseki. So let's go over, this is the proper sequence. Let's go over, see what happens, a couple various things that could happen if you stray from the joseki. So here's the first one, and this is actually a common mistake that I myself have made a couple times. And it is running out. When you run out like this, and black will commonly do this, you think, okay, well, maybe now I'll jump in and get a little something. This is considered bad for white because you're giving black the corner, where before you had the corner, right? So you had points here and aji here, if you remember the way that it worked out. And right here, you really don't have anything. Now, a lot of people think there's a follow-up joseki here, but that doesn't work because the pincer is too tight, right? That works really nice against a high pincer, but it doesn't work very good against a low pincer. So this black would be happy for this. Running out is definitely a mistake in this instance, according to the second dictionary. Now here's another one that's good for black. If white does his approach, and then black does his pincer, and then white white is going to jump down here, doing this move here. Thinking maybe, you know, I don't know what white would be thinking in this case. It doesn't seem very intuitive to me. Maybe white's thinking I could either take the corner or run out. It's kind of similar play on the other thing. What black recommends is just topping it off right there, right? What's white gonna do? Maybe play over here. Black will play here, right? White then says, okay, well, I'll make my shape that I'm happy with. And white says, oh, you are not happy with that, my friend. And then white's going to try to push out here. And white's going to threaten. Black's going to have to fix that. And then black's going to do this double hane move, threatening this. White's going to have to also fix that, right, because that causes all kinds of problems. And then black's going to fix this. And so we see that the jump out, jump over, or jump over, jump out move doesn't really work very well for white, right? This is entirely unacceptable for white. He barely has a living corner, you know, and he's not even guaranteed that much of the corner, right? He's second line, he's stuck, he's not broke out. Terrible, you know, very, very bad. So that also good for black is this variation right here. It's going to play in. And now light runs out here. And then just like before, right? Let's see. I completely forgot what I was doing. Sorry. Let's do this again. Sorry, guys. We're here. Let's see if I can get my bearing back. Pincer. White jumps out. And I'm sorry, black has his pull off here. And white white's doing his where are we? Okay, doing his shenanigans here now, and then black plays here underneath, block, block, block. White's going to jump up here, cut off, Not, sorry, this move would be here. Also, not very good for white. He thought maybe I'd jump out and then kind of squeak out a corner. Not good. Let's move on to another one here. Pincer. And jumps in. This would be, instead of playing up, this would be what happens if play down like this. This is too early. Black's going to get some really nice influence with this one. Alright. Here. And black will push as long as he lets him. This is what happens if instead of playing up, you play down. Not very good. These variations are all mistakes, and they should be avoided. Now let's see some bad black mistakes. The pincer, and then jumping in. White plays under here, and black lets play this move here. Sorry. 10, 11, 12. I'm sorry, this is actually bad for white, this variation here. As you can see, black's going to get, this is the worst thing white can do, and black still has him trapped. So white can't really jump out, and he's pretty pooped on. So now I'll show you 3 variations that are mess-ups for black. And a lot of these really show that white doesn't want to do this one first, right? He wants to definitely pull up first, and then do this. It just buys him more space and allows him to jump out. What if, for instance, jumps in, right? Black plays here. This is a big one for me. This was pretty darn awesome. So instead of playing up, what if black plays down over here? Well, white's going to answer with this awesome move right here. He's just going to pull down. So black says, alright, no big deal. I'll pull down too. That's hitting the hane on the head of 3 stones. That's great, right? No, not in this case. This is when this stone really comes in handy. So now, white's threatening to connect to this stone and kill these 3 stones. Black's like, no, 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 no. Okay, well, white's like, yeah, I still can do it. I still can do it, buddy. And so black's going to be like, well, I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to play here. And white says, fine, because of your mess up, I will take your stone. I'm happy. You know, white's very happy, because now white popped right out. And let's figure out if black didn't realize that his stones were going to be taken. So we'll play this again, and so we're here, plays here, white jumps here, black plays down, white plays up, black plays over like this, and then once again, white's going to play down as the answer. And black also plays down, and white's going to cut. And white plays here, white plays here, and now white's going to play here, right, to try to maybe net these stones or something like that, then this becomes pretty devastating. You get a nice move like this, cause all kinds of trouble, right? Black's trying to do something with eye space. Play down here. And white's going to Atari. And then when black fills in with this move, white's going to play here. And all these black stones are dead. Massive victory for white. And then there's a way of kind of fixing this mess up over here. And I'll go over this one, and then we'll do some quizzes and call it. So we're here. Pincered. Jumps in, right? And then white pops down. Black says, ah, crap, I messed up. So let's try to make this a little better. Black's just going to fix. White's going to pop out, thus connecting, right? But it's not such a huge deal. We can still make this work. So black still gets influence, even though white has a nice area, and you know, it's still not terrible for black. It's bad for black, but it's not terrible. So about this joseki, if we go through the quizzes, here's one of the quizzes here, and black plays here. What's white supposed to do in this joseki? Actually, this is the start of the joseki, so your answer is here. And to play out the joseki. So if this was your answer, you are correct. Black's next move, he wants to separate the stones, so black's next move is going to be here. And now when white plays up, what's black's next move? Does he play up, or does he play over? He plays up. Remember, if he plays over, white's going to play that awesome pull down move and do some damage. So when black plays up, now what's white's move in this situation? White's going to threaten the under. Black's going to stop. White's going to fix. If white doesn't fix, what happens? What if white just plays up? And black's going to play down and take this, right? So white fixes. Black fixes. And then white's going to jump up like this. This is the joseki. A couple quick quizzes on mess-ups. White plays up. Where does black play? Black plays over here. And if white plays here, where does black play? Diagonal to defend the corner. Right. Bad for white. White is a floating group. Black has territory. White's group is under attack. What if so white jumps in? White plays here. What if white plays here? Remember this one? Question. It's still pretty poopy. Something like this. Right? I don't know. Something like this. But this is a general idea. So let's see, is there any other? Nope, that's about it. I'll give you a preview of the next one we're going to go over, and hopefully this gives you some stuff to work with. Here is the next one. it is interesting. So white approaches. Black's going to attach. That's going to play here. Black's going to play here. Look familiar? Okay, well this time, instead of white pushing down and black playing over here, I'm sorry, which it was the one we went over already, white's simply going to play over here and attach. Black's going to push in at the peep. It's going to block. Black's going to fill. White's going to fix. Black's going to play over. White's going to fix. Black's going to play up. White's going to play up. Black's going to play over. This is next week's joseki. We'll go over some pluses and minuses of this. If you go over these variations, you know, play them with me or whatever, and play them a couple times on your own, you should have a better understanding of the weaknesses of the groups. And just the last game I played the Tsukanobi, the Star Joseki 2 that we went over, and I was playing a guy, and he messed up. He played one of the moves covered in this book that I went over on the video. And so I was able to answer according to what this said. Then the result was almost identical. Right? He played one move a little different, which actually allowed me to make an even better exchange. And he ended up really low on the board, and I ended up with a lot of influence and a nice corner. So he made a major mistake, but it was just one stone, one small spot off, and it allowed me to really take advantage of the early game. I ended up you know, winning the game, and it was by a small margin, and I think maybe that's what helped. So joseki, you know, it really is good to study it. It does help a lot, and you know, when you go over these moves and you drill them, I think, in my opinion, that's the best way to remember them, is to just do them a bunch of times and try them out in your games. So that's my recommendation. Every one of these new joseki, as I learn it, I've been trying them. You know, I have never been a fan of the 4-4, but I'm starting to like it more and more. Got a rhyme there. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. You don't like the 4-4? Play it more. Make the Duda 2 shirts. The Duda 2. If you don't like the 4-4, play it more. The Duda 2 quotes. Anyway, a friend of mine, Meepsy, he's been doing Twitch TV, and he invited me to check it out, and I checked it out, and it's great. It's a great learning tool for Go players of all ranks. He goes in there and he dedicates a couple hours every night, I think at least 5 days a week, toward Go. And he does other games too. Him and his buddies run this Twitch TV channel, but very nice guy. I've chatted with him and talked to some of the other people who work on the channel, and they're very nice. And Meepsy is a 5-Dan at IGS, on Internet Go server. So he's very strong. He's very nice. I believe he even has a Go school. You can find information on Meepsy, Meepsie. You can just go to Twitch TV and type in his name and find it, and then follow him. And let him know the Duda 2 sent you there. But I've just watched maybe a half hour or so of his channel, and I already learned a lot from it. So throw him a shout out, and subscribe to his channel and watch it, and get better at Go, and then teach me. That's about it. Hopefully you guys like this approach to working through josekis. This is a very nice book. It shows you how to punish overplays, how to not make mistakes, and it systematically works you through the different things. So I think it's very nice, and we'll keep going through it. Hopefully I'll be able to stick to it and go through this all 20 or what do we got? Seems like there's around 20 or 25 different joseki in here, so hopefully we'll be able to, us together, make it through all of these and get better at joseki. So I know it's already helped me improve from that one game I played. So hopefully these these josekis will make your game stronger, put you up a couple stones strength. If you have any questions, comments, opinions, feel free to, or criticisms, feel free to let me know. I know you guys haven't hesitated to let me know if I did something right or did something wrong, or if what you liked or didn't like, then I appreciate that, because that's going to make the channel better for everybody. The channel's made for beginners to maybe intermediate level players, so advanced players probably won't get a lot out of my channel, but if you're working on joseki, maybe these joseki compass variations and the reasoning behind them will be helpful to you. I find this book, some of it is stuff that I know, but the concepts behind it, I don't know why. And this book's also helping me learn the concepts, which can't hurt, right? It's only going to make me a stronger player, knowing that the reason you push is to attack or prevent your opponent from making a tiger's mouth, right? Or, you know, why one joseki works better than another against a two-space pincer or something like that. So other things to think about. That's about it. I've still been really busy. I got a couple more weeks of school left, and then I'll have a bit more free time, and maybe I'll start throwing videos up a little more often. Hopefully you agree that the qualities of the videos are a little better than the ones in the past. The ones in the past I threw together a lot more haphazardly. These ones could be a little haphazard because I'm working through the book, and hopefully you're working through the book with me, and we'll, you know, get stronger that way. Sorry about the rambling at the end, and hopefully these are helpful. Keep on letting me know and giving me your feedback. That's about it. You guys have a good one, and we'll go over this joseki next time. Looks interesting. I am excited to learn it. Have a good one. Later.